Hi, I'm Siraj, a Microsoft freelance consultant working in Netherlands and in Europe. Today we're going to talk about integrating K2 Smartforms with SharePoint. K2 Smartforms, as explained previously, which is one of the most powerful, fastest and easiest way to create complex business forms for non-developers. That is, without writing any single line of code. Today we will extend the previous solution and integrate K2 Smartforms with SharePoint. I will also walk through all the required pre-configuration settings for integrating K2 Smartforms with SharePoint list. In our last demo, we saw data respect to milestone achievements, certificates and documents was stored in K2 Smartbox. That is K2 DB, which is by default configured to use SQL Server. Today we will extend the solution considering the following change request given by business development team. They raised a new request to publish all documents and associated metadata respect to milestone achievements on SharePoint. The justification for this requirement was as follows. K2DB was growing with large number of size of attachments and documents which was uploaded during the appraisal process. K2DB was performing badly due to increase in size of the data. The daily backup time of K2DB by ID support has increased much longer. So let us consider and execute the required change request. So let us start our demo by creating a SharePoint document library with all the required columns which was created before in earlier Smartobjects milestone achievements list. This is our previous Smartobject milestone achievements which stores all information in K2DB, but for our new requirement we will be creating SharePoint document library list. SharePoint document library. Go to settings. Modify the title to request ID. Create new column. Next, we will register the service instance. The service instance acts as an adapter and provide a layer of abstraction to establish the connection between SharePoint and K2 BlackPearl, and following other steps to create service instance manually. Here there are a few important parameters which has to be configured carefully. First is authentication mode. Here always try to use K2 service account. Second is the list parameter in service key. Here you need to provide SharePoint list name. In our case it is milestone achievement list. Third important parameter is connection string in service keys. Make sure it always point to right server name and port defined during K2 installation. Now click next. This will open add service instance dialog. Here provide display name and GUID to complete the register service instance wizard. So let us create a new service instance using Smartobject tester. This utility can be found in bin directory of K2 BlackPerl installation. So now right click SharePoint service instance, click on register service instance, select authentication mode as service account, list as milestone achievement list, do not create SO to true, SharePoint URL and dynamic equal to false. Then click next. Now provide the display name and GUID. Make sure you back up the copy of the GUID. This would be critical during the modification of Smartobjects in future. Then click on add. The service instance is added successfully. Click OK. Next, we need to create a smart object. For this, right click on milestone achievement list, click on create smart object, and provide a name of the smart object, SP milestone achievement list. Provide the category and click on publish. Make sure you back up the GUID. This would be critical during the future modification of the smart object. The smart object is now created. You can verify the smart object using K2 Designer. So navigate to K2 Designer. You can refresh to check the new smart object SP milestone. Okay, it's here. Cool. So let us navigate back to K2 Designer. Right click on new smart object. Click on design view. Click next. We will create a new view called view SP milestone achievement list. Create a list view. Click next. Click on wizard. Select title, begin date, end date. Enable editing. Click OK. Disable save. Click on add. Go to rules. Go to action. Open a subview. Select a view. Click on configure. Click on finish. Now go to edit. Go to rules. Go to action. Select the smart object. Drag begin date, end date, milestone title, file, click on finish. Save the view. Now we need to modify the form. Now open the form for modification. Delete the old view, milestone details. Drag the new view on the form. Select the view, provide the title, set the collapsible equal to false. Now navigate to the rules tab and provide a logic for add toolbar button, edit toolbar button, and submit toolbar button. So double click on add toolbar, go to action, click on transfer, click on apply, click on config, Select milestone achievement title. Begin date. Drag end date. Drag new skill picker. Drag summarized. And drag the file. Click OK. Select the list. This time we need to select SP milestone achievement list. And click on finish. We just need to move transfer up. And click on finish. Similarly, we need to add a logic to edit toolbar. Go to action, search for transfer, search for apply, move transfer up, configure logic in transfer, drag milestone, drag begin date, and new skills. Click on OK. Select the list. Click on finish. Now double click on the submit button and add the required logic. Go to action. Click on execute. Select the view. Select the method create. Select the state add and configure. Click on the list. Click on the Smartobject. Drag the title. Begin date. End date. New skill acquired. Summarized. And request ID file. And request ID from the request text box. Cool. Finish. Save the form. Last, we need to modify the expression that we created during our previous demo. This expression has validation logic to submit only when the user adds at least one milestone in the list. So let's navigate back to the form. Go to hidden. Click on the list count. Go to expression. Click on edit. Delete the old value. Navigate to SP milestone achievement list. Click on edit. Click on milestone text box and drag it here. Click OK and save. Now we can finish and browse the form. Display name nim IT. Click on add stone summary SharePoint. Add new certificate. Now click on submit. So now let's verify the data in SQL Server. So we have a new appraisal request with an ID 13, the last record. Now let's check the SharePoint. So now we have two documents which is uploaded on SharePoint. SharePoint certificate and BizTalk certificate. Hopefully you got an idea how easy it is to create complex business forms and validations using K2 SmartForms and finally integrating it with SharePoint. Thank you.